testing out Sparta's new brake kit for the M3 and M4. These are brakes that are designed for the track, but work flawlessly on a street car. So they work with the stock ABS system. They're really well balanced. So the braking from a factory car is pretty heavy on the front and not a whole lot in the rear. These are completely different. So you can really use the brakes going into corners on the track, trail braking. They have a really good pedal feel, solid all the way through, but not overly stiff. A lot different than the factory feel. Factory feel is a little bit soggy and not very confidence inspiring. These give you a lot better feedback as a driver. This is the first time I'm driving these new M cars, the M3 and the M4, and they're really impressive for very lightly modified vehicles. I mean, they've got the Sparta brake kits on them. This one, the M4, has the EAS tune, KW suspension, and some 20-inch wheels and tires that are probably better set up for drag racing and street stuff, where the really low-profile tires on the track don't give you a ton of grip in the corners. Obviously, these are just regular street tires too. Part of the Sparta big brake kit is the rotor and the hat assembly. So instead of being a full cast steel piece, it's an aluminum hat with a floating rotor, and the vents on the rotor are really important. They're very big. They let the air come in, get out of the rotor, and cool it down quickly. So brakes have to be hot to work, obviously, with friction, but cooling it down and not overheating the brakes is really important, and something that a street car is going to have a lot of issues with, even just spirited driving in the mountains, or if you take your car out to the track. Having those brakes fade and overheat, I mean, that's not going to give you much confidence to go into the next corner hard. You can definitely tell that these KWs have a lot more in them than these street tires are allowing us to use. And then with the tune from EAS, the thing has crazy power, but trying to put the power down through the corners, coming out of the corners, is a bit of a challenge. And you can tell after a couple laps, tires start getting greasy. But I mean, this is a street car. It's got AC. It's actually going right now as I'm driving around the track. It's a pretty hot day, so staying cool is nice. Pretty killer for a car you can drive to the track, track it all day long, and drive home.